Welcome back, welcome back. It's Vegeta time. So, I'm in the room, chilling, watching some dumb shit. No, I was listening to my music. You know, I'm vibing out, listening to all my songs. Because my neighbor, won't play his music, but it's early, and I don't want to keep being a fucking, an ass and be like, I'm going to play you, I'm going to get you in trouble. I don't got time for that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what I want to talk about is watch your fucking kids. If you got kids, if you have a daughter, right, and she can't physically beat a grown-ass man up, stop letting your daughter out at nighttime going in the fucking corner store. Cause, the Lord seems to always make me want to look out my window or go to the store or something, right? And I see some crazy shit, and everybody keeps thinking I'm fucking playing or something. Well, I don't know what you people think, I don't know what you're doing, but I do know this. When you see a fucking homeless ass, dust bucket ass, backpack wearing ass nigga you see every fucking day walking around like a zombie, drunk out of his mind and shit, when you see that dusty ass nigga following two fucking little girls, talking about, hey, come here. Y'all ain't want me to be Batman, remember? Y'all ain't want me to help. So I ain't doing shit. I'm just a nigga. They're not my people, right? Hate the black guy, right? Well, black man doesn't want to be Superman no more and save anybody. So now I'm telling you, you better stop sending your fucking little ass teenage daughters, your wife that's 5'9" and weak and defenseless. And you're too fucking lazy to go get the eggs or the milk. Because I had a long day at work. And when they don't come home, all you're going to do is cry about, if I only went to the store, I should have been there. Yeah, you should have. Yes. I'm glad my father does what he does for me, on a level of seeing and actually, not having to believe anybody's story. No, I get to see the shit and then be thankful that I have no children, because something would have happened by now. Sound the horns, all the truth I know, something would have happened by now. I've never been anywhere where this shit ain't happening. All you fucking uppity bastards. You can't hide with that shit no more, A minor. How like Kendrick is blowing the whistle and other people are blowing the whistle and everybody looks at poor people or homeless people and it's your father. It's the uncle. You know how many stories I heard? And majority of the women, and it's always somebody close. And it's like the world doesn't believe these things or something. And I'm sick of almost witnessing something happening. They were little kids. Thank God, I think a car startled him, or I don't know, it looked like to me like they were walking fast, they were smart little girls, they knew to ignore and keep moving get to the light because they was on a dark block. And as soon as they got to that light, where that shine is on my corner where I'm at the church, nice and bright, as soon as they got there, he turned his ass right around and walked back into the shadows. You see, men like me dwell in the shadows, not because I'm one of them. It's so I can see. You see, while you're chilling, and you're thinking life is bubbles and roses, and I can just, it's not like back in the day. Yes, it is. It just hasn't happened to you yet. A lot of people could say, like Pompeii, it's not back in the day. We're 2,000 years in the future. And then all those people that got flooded out, burnt out of their homes for these last 2-3 years, you think they feel like they're technologically superior? That the advancements of the world is... I bet you they think like Pompeii. Oh shit, nothing's gonna stop this and I gotta go through it. You get it? And if I was aware, if I believed that nature does things, you know what I'm saying? If I believed it, yeah, why you looking? Yeah. Oh, you mad I caught you looking? Niggas is so obvious. You always want to get close too fast. I can feel your vibes all the time. Why you always look? You always know I'm going to throw the camera up. I haven't done that in a while. Anyway. It's crazy, bro. Like, when they made it to that corner, bro, this nigga just, like, literally slid back to the shadows, yo, and just turned around. And then I seen him go to his buddy and shit. And I was like, yo, can't believe this world that I live in, bro. Why do I gotta see these things? Why do I gotta be the bearer of bad news? Everyone in the world wants to know the truth about things, right? Wants to be the person that tells people the truth. And then you find out nobody wants to know the truth or believe it. And the more truth you know, the angrier you're going to get. So when you go to tell people the truth, you're not going to talk about it regular. You're going to talk about it like it's going on right now. Because you know it is. Right now. Somebody's about to get that phone call like, your daughter ain't coming home, dog. We don't know where she was at. She was at that bowling alley, and she went off to the right and the left, and I don't know, dog. That's where the camera ended. Whoever lured her made sure to stand right there and say, come here, because they knew that camera was there. They knew all they needed to do was get her for 3 seconds to go right there. It's not funny to me. I laugh because it's my nervous tick. It's my anger. I hate this block. I see why my father brought me here. We've seen cars on fire. We got fucking hobosexuals. We got gay men trying to take butts from niggas screaming out and they trying to take me. I'm like, yo, bro, I've seen so much and heard so much and just, I'm like, yo, niggas wonder why I was even doing half this shit once I started speaking up. Why the fuck you think I started getting attacked? When I kept my head down and acted like I ain't see nothing. And was one of you? Nobody gave a fuck about what I did. It's like Bane. What did Bane say? Before I put the mask on, nobody gave a shit who I was. Before I took my mask off and showed everybody, I can see you. Nobody cared who I was. I was just a dirty-ass black guy sweeping the floor, talking dumb Jesus shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go play my game in my safety of my home. Fucking shenanigan show. Oh boy. You see, the Bible says man is an animal. The only thing that separates man, the animal, from the animals is the Lord and his rules. You see, we have fallen, well, not me. A lot of people have fallen beneath animals. You're not getting this. See, the first thing a person does is when you hear goofy fucks like this, and oh, you get it? You're like, oh, this is a fucking cave beast. He's an animal. You know? When you hear these rabid wolverines want to take your daughters late at night, you're like, he's a fucking animal. But you're not realizing, animals don't do those things. They're beneath animals. I go outside every day. I haven't been attacked by a random dog in years. Everyone gets that one good chase, you know? Birds don't shit all over me every day. Cats seem to be like nice to me. You know, some not, some run, some hiss, some bark, you know? How many people are fucking animals? See, you just look at it as, because I'm saying this one thing, a grown man with pint size, you know, be careful. You're not thinking like a grown size, I'm 18, but she's 14 in her fucking brain. She's a child. She's an idiot. And because you're 18 and you want to get the pussy, because your father used to be 18 and whoever else decided you get it, knowing all these things that are going on, knowing women are about feelings. The psychopath gets them to go with them because he understands their feelings. You know, the thing you don't get, that's how he gets them not to talk to you about him or her. Because a lot of women are getting exposed now, you know. Long has passed the days of women being able to say, men are POs, and no, we can go down a long list. I've done it once a couple years ago when I was in Florida because I couldn't believe it myself. When the Lord finally woke me up to the evenness of man and women's evil, you know, and you see it, and you're like, whoa, wait up, that's, the world says men are that. They take it, and then you go watch countless teacher after teacher after teacher after teacher after teacher after teacher, and you're like, whoa, when did this happen? Wait up, this is going on? Where was that teacher when I was in school? He was doing it? It was like that? I could have... And then you realize, oh yeah, I was young and stupid, and if I would have got a baby out of her and she ruined my life, I would have been feeling like, yeah, I got taken advantage of. You get it? So we're not just gonna blame the men, because this is a reality check for everyone to understand that we're not in Kansas anymore. we never been. Most of the stuff you're waking up to now has been going on. You're just waking up. So it's new. Oh my god, the world's falling apart. No, the world's always been. You know, some of the things are new, happening all at once, but things like this, I've never not known these things since I was a kid. Because I keep saying it. I don't meet people that aren't destroyed. My whole life. Because I was destroyed. It's like a fucking magnet. And then I grew up and learned about readings, and they keep saying this trauma bonding. And then I matched that with the trauma bonding shit that I learned in science and shit. And I said, oh, now I understand what that word really means. Scientist says it's like trauma, similar things, and this and that. And then the readers with the extensive going through shit and the way they describe things, it makes sense. You know? It's a wavelength. You know? You were a kid, someone destroyed you, and then you thought that's the real reality. So you grew up, and then you destroyed someone, and then they grow up, and then you get it. When you see that, you're like, it goes from he or she's a monster, and then you go, wait up, they were where the victim was at. No wonder they don't know any better. They were destroyed. That's why they can be so what they are. Get it? Nah. And a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people didn't raise their people to be good. You know? A lot of people didn't have loving kids. They had kids with people they hated and found out they hate them. And so they said, I don't care about what your kid turns out to be. I'm gonna fucking do whatever I want to it. Get it? Oh, you're a strong man that used money, and the fact that we're in the 80s or in the 70s and I can't get my own money, you going, I'll throw you out this month, this is my shit. Rah, 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 rah. Alright, now, well, we're in the 90s and the law said I get your son. And since I hate you and you won't be the way I want, I can't do nothing to you. But I know you love your son. I'm gonna destroy the man part in him. And your legacy's gone. The only thing that really matters. You know? Or, in a man's case, and I've heard this plenty of times, that's why I salute women, and when they say, men are fucking monsters, and you fucker, I'll choose the motherfucking bear before I fucking trust one of you. I understand why a woman would say that. With the stories I've heard, I choose the bear. Cause you niggas, if you take a woman out of the picture, you're doing whatever you did to her to a man. You're beneath an animal. There are people that, you don't believe me? You don't? Go watch jail stories. Go watch lifers in their documentaries. And you'll see how quick a man will take another man as a wife. And tell you to your face, I'm not gay. The fuck are you talking about? He's gay. I'm the one doing it. And you're like, but you're doing it to a man. Nigga, I ain't gay. And when, you get that look, that means he'll put you down. He's got life. He's got nothing to lose. So, you gotta understand when there are people in these crazy situations and they snap because, usually something destroyed them. Like drug dealers and robbery, stick up boys, and you get it? You get destroyed with that. You think you're Scarface or whatever. You get some real charge. Now you're in there, right? You meet that guy, and he's your bunkie for the next 5 years. You're getting out, but he's not. The things he's gonna do to this person is going to change them forever. You know how many people go in there to be rehabilitated and come out victims? Maybe it's payback, but I don't know how that should go. But what I do know is I've watched a lot of documentaries and I've known a lot of gangsters. Not a lot, but you hear stories. The stories that are never talked about openly. Like this. Because it'll scare people from, it'll put them right in their place. Like, hey, yeah, I'm tough, but I ain't that tough. Like when you realize, like, I'm tough, but if someone does that to me, I'll put you. I'm gonna lose my mind. Get it? Then that makes them think, like, alright, my next couple of crimes I'm thinking about doing, nah, I ain't doing that. Being tough and having a fight for something that don't matter, I can go away for a couple years. Yeah, I'm gonna think about that next time. I just don't like that person. They ain't do nothing to me. But I want to do. You get it? A lot of people will learn this lesson the hard way. So I suggest people start taking some countermeasures, because I don't know if you've been watching, but a whole lot of things have been going on all over the world. Like this trafficking thing has been bubbling up to the surface more and more and more and more. They're hitting Puffy with trafficking charges. In my mind, because I don't know what that technically means, because everything has a level, I'm thinking this nigga's like Saddam Hussein or something, and he's taking women from across here and selling them or some shit. And then I gotta watch and learn and watch other people explain the charges and the details, confirmation. And then I learned that no, he was fucking calling up hookers and shit and saying I'll fucking make you want more money? Looking at you're a massage therapist? No, tonight you're a sex worker. Deal? That's what he got hit with. Like pimping, trafficking. See, it's a different, but I don't know, I guess it's the same thing. But when I hear those words,